I'm Jeff Manthorn. I'm the executive chef of Charm City Cakes. Charm City Cakes as a bakery, it's a bunch of friends in Baltimore. We've all been working together for many years. We were contacted by Jagex to create a giant centerpiece cake for their 10th anniversary of Runescape at this year's Rune Fest.
They wanted a Runescape cake. They had a general idea, and we at Charm City Cakes designed this massive cake. It's a floating island with the castle and many elements of the game incorporated.
The cake itself is a sponge cake with our buttercream covered in our rolled fondant that we use, and then we give it like a light airbrushing of brown and green just to really give it some depth. And then all of these different components, the Poison Arrow pub, the camp, and that citadel, everything is, they're either covered with that same fondant or use a gum paste.
Pretty much everyone at Charm City Cakes worked on this cake for Runescape. Everyone did little bits, everyone has their own part.
Everything has to be so planned out so that 6 to 10 different decorators can work on the same cake at once.
As far as what I did, I worked on the blue fairy treehouse. I made a lot of the figures for the cake. I did 5 characters, Katie did 5 characters.
The characters are incredibly intricate, and each one of them has their own really specific costumes and tools. It was very difficult bringing the characters over to London because they're so fragile and brittle. It's like dried sugar. They're made out of sugar.
Instead of packing them with the rest of our stuff in the crate, we literally held them on our laps in Tupperwares just the whole time for the whole flight.
I think the most challenging part of this project for me was the castle and the turrets. I had to have this whole chamber inside to house the lighting, the wires, the fog machine, the battery, all of this. So I had to put a lot of effort into planning that. We've never created a cake quite like this one before. These separate components, you know, we've used fog, we've used lights, but we haven't ever done anything quite like this.
We're always up for a challenge. Any concept we'll try to make happen.
I think this Runescape cake is going to be as tasty as it is fancy. When one eats this cake, they might be transported to another medieval kind of place in time. Very delicious way.